Hey, I'm Bjergsen from Team Solo Mid, and this is a video of LolClass Big Play. I'll be breaking down a team fight between LPL teams KG and EDG. Basically, KG is a pretty mobile comp that has a lot of peel. They have the Azir ult to peel for both Azir and Zivir, who can dish out a pretty good amount of damage with the 2-item spike that they both have. But they also have a lot of instant burst and pick potential. Rengar, Lissandra, and Thresh can all just go onto one target and burst him. So generally, they want to be using those 3 champions with the damage from their 2 carries to burst one target down. And then they want to have a longer, more sustained team fight where Sivir and Azir can just keep dishing out damage. EDG's comp is a bit more flank-oriented. They have a melee mid laner, which means they're going to have to look for more engaging or split pushing. So basically, they have a mid lane with a lot of mobility. They pretty much have a lot of mobility throughout all roles except for Annie. So they're going to be looking to get a lot more flanks. They're going to be looking for Twitch to come up with invis, Kassadin coming from one side. And then they also want to look to get a catch or catch someone off guard who's very mobile, like Sivir or like Azir. They also can easily dodge the Rengar engage, which is what we'll see in the video. The most notable thing here is that KG paused both Rengar and Sivir to look for the engage because Twitch is down the river. He's slightly split from his team. But they're definitely committing a lot here, and if they don't get the perfect engage, it's gonna end up costing them a lot because they blow 2 really big ultimates. Since KG committed, Sivir went through this choke to try to get the pick on Kassadin, but since Kassadin jumped over the wall, she's in a really bad spot right now. Rek'Sai gets to jump onto Sivir. Every single one of them are just going straight for Sivir, while up here are Azir and Lissandra. They're completely split off from their most important damage dealer right now, and Rengar has no ulti, so he's pretty much useless to helping Sivir other than Ebola. So they just all commit on Sivir right here, and KG is split. They also used 2 of their main ultimates, and Sivir has no flash from earlier. So they failed the main engage, and now it's just looking like a really bad fight for KG. All of EDG just commits fully on Sivir. They're not really too worried about Azir. Maybe they're slightly worried about Lissandra, but they still know if they get the Sivir kill, it's going to mean like they're pretty much just going to win the team fight straight up. So they commit all their resources on Sivir to try to kill her, and they end up picking her up. Rengar is in the middle right here on top of Kassadin, and at this point he's pretty much useless. He's not that tanky. He doesn't have his ult to escape. He can't get onto the back line. If Rengar can't get onto Deft, their main tool to kill Twitch is Lissandra and Rengar, both jumping Twitch at the same time. But since Rengar doesn't have ult, and Deft has a decently good position from Lissandra, he can always walk down here, and his range will still allow him to do damage to at least these 3. So Deft's position is fine. He's not going to be able to be assassinated, and unless EDG gets completely annihilated by Lissandra, they're definitely looking to win this fight. Here is pretty much the team fight game-breaking play that many people aren't going to notice. Here you see the Lissandra claw going in, and like I said, the only real way KG can turn on this fight is if Lissandra goes in, she gets her spell rotation down with her ult, then she gets her Zonias off, and she can do another rotation of spells. That can really destroy EDG since they're in a big clump right here. Like, they're standing there, they can definitely get AoE'd, but Rek'Sai flashes from this spot. He flashes onto Lissandra, and he actually knocks her up, which stops her from going onto her claw. Overall, I think the biggest mistake was definitely KG trying to force that engage with Sivir Rengar. You don't want to be doing that onto Kassadin because it is just extremely easy for Kassadin to jump as soon as Rengar jumps him and not get hit by the bola. So blowing those 2 ultimates, those really major ultimates before the fight even happens and not getting anything from it, I think that was the biggest downfall of KG. Clearlove obviously caught Sivir out of position after she chased through the choke trying to get the engage, and after that canceled or stopped Lissandra from being able to go in and destroy his entire team. That flash knockup was insanely good. Alright guys, that's it for this LolClass. I hope you learned something. I hope you have something that you can take away from this. If you have any more questions, you can always tweet at me at Bjergsen, and there's a pretty good chance I'll reply. See you next time.